Suffice it to say that I am really, really tired. It was quite a excursion over into Nicaragua today. They've changed so much at the border crossing. They have a new building on the Costa Rica side, and well, they have a couple of new buildings, and they have new traffic flow, and it creates more walking and more standing for me, and that's the last thing I need. So this may be the last Nicaragua crossing that I'm going to be able to do. I'm going to have to suck it up and fly out somewhere, I guess, because Panama is not an option either. So anyway, look at this. Was standing in line outside the Nicaragua customs building. The line was so long it was outside and like down through the parking lot. Here's a video. I mean, just look at this. This is what I came out to see. By the time I got back into Costa Rica, trying to get through customs there, I was pretty I was having a hard time medically, and fortunately one of the customs agents decided that they didn't want to have a medical emergency in their building, so they put me to the front of the line and got me out of there before I had the whole, from the sun. I can't, with lupus, you don't do well with sunlight, and I was having the tremors and the chills. I mean, it was hot, but I had stopped sweating and I was cold, and that's a sign of complete thermodysregulation. And then I was starting to have, circulatory collapse, and I mean, all the things. So it's a good thing he got me out of there. And my driver, who was kind enough to take me to the border and sit there and wait while I stood in all of those lines, he got me some fluids and got me rehydrated, and I didn't have to go to the hospital today. But it was not a pleasant, this was not my favorite trip to Nicaragua. And then to make it worse, over in Nicaragua, the customs agent stole my money. I got robbed. I mean, it's kind of my fault because I had it in my passport. I had the money that I knew I was going to have to pay, the fees and stuff, but then I had an extra $20 stuck in there. I should have put it in my wallet. I was hot and crazy and had been standing in that awful line and wasn't thinking, and he kind of plucked it out of my hand, and he saw that extra 20 laying in there, and he just took it right out. And like, I'm going to argue with him. He's carrying a big gun. They have big weapons. I let him have it. Of course, I wasn't able to buy bread and coffee and the things that I had planned to buy when I got back to town. But holy cow, I was fleeced. He took my $20. He probably thought I was tipping him. I mean, people do. They grease the palms a little bit to keep the lines flowing, and he got me right on through there. Sure enough, I guess he thought that was what that was supposed to be for. But I needed that money. I needed it. But anyway, I'm home. You can hear my dogs in the background. They always get upset when I have to be gone for a long time. They're better now. They've had dinner. I've gotten everybody fed, but they're arguing with each other. But anyway, here's some pictures and the video. I did see an interesting tractor trailer. I saw this trailer from Shooooweeee, Georgia, Georgia is where I grew up, and it's still got the company name and logo and everything on the trailer. They must have sold it, and somebody bought it and slapped a Costa Rica tag on it. You see all sorts of crazy things here, but anyway, that was my day. I'm tired and I'm going to bed, but mission accomplished. I'm just broke now. Don't took my money, of all things. Ciao.